Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start us off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have the ball first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite.
Turning it on! He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will have its first possession of the game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. Turns it on in midfield. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The give. Look out, he's got room. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Starting to feel a little pressure. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Well, it's one thing to be aggressive. It's another thing to be greedy, and that's what they're doing now. They've got the lead, and they're like, no, we're still going to go onside, kick this thing, and try to maintain possession and just not give you the ball back. That's exactly what they did. They go out, they execute, they have it, and they're trying to add insult to injury.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right.
Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Just feeds the running back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Back to throw, it's Washington. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Big fella moving. And they will score. Touchdown, Terrapins. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what are coaches talking about? Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the 2nd half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. trying to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. He'll do it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Down to throw. Rushes on him. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. The give out of the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Washington. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Might as well give it to him again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hooks. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Terrapins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion from the wideout. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Harris.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love take.
There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, no. Made the grab and took it on score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quickly out to the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. It's Washington. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Punch it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Terrapins want to move quickly. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise. We have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Blade. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Keeps looking downfield. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. to throw. It's Washington. Got out of trouble and throws. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Finds the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were...
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Complete. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. No huddle offense to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 35, he's loose. Wide open spaces. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Terrapins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Terrapins are marching down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Pulls it in. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Terrapins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes a man miss. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Terrapins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the 2nd half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk...
He'll try to take it back. To the wideout. On target to the left. They'll finally drag him down it to the 40, and it's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting it 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He's got it on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Headed to the end zone. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Noles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Gets rid of it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Seminole. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. And maybe... spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Fires to the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Floating away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Thanks to grab. Still running at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Finally, Some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Oh, what a move. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. On the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, 2 things we're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the Sneak scores it. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll send the back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it at the 25. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or 2 and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put 1 nail in the coffin.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time.